Let's look at problem 2 and problem set 2. It says a Ferrari is heading south at a constant speed on Broadway, a north-south street. At the same time, a Mercedes is heading west on Aloha Avenue, east-west street. The Ferrari is 624 feet north of the intersection of Broadway and Aloha at the same time that the Mercedes is 400 feet east of the intersection. Assume the Mercedes is traveling at a constant speed of 32 miles an hour. Find the speed of the Ferrari so that a collision occurs in the intersection of Broadway and Aloha. Alright, so we need to draw a south-north street. This is Broadway, and an east-west street. This is Aloha. So this is Broadway, and this is Aloha. So it's kind of like having XY coordinates. It's always good to put XY coordinates in your plane. Like in your problem, it helps. It helps with solving the problem. And this is the intersection. Okay, so we're basically, this is where we want the cars to hit. Maybe not want them. Okay, so Ferrari is heading south, so we have a car right here. It's heading south. It's facing the wrong way. But anyway, and it's 624 feet north of the intersection. So this right here is 624. That's sort of the on the y-axis. And then the Mercedes is 400 feet. Okay, so the Mercedes is more like here, 400 feet. So this is the Mercedes. So this is heading this way and that's heading that way. The Mercedes is traveling at 32 miles an hour. So this is going at 32 miles per hour. Find the speed. So we need the speed of the Ferrari. So they're colliding. So basically they need to get there at the same time. Okay, so let's see what we know about distance, speed, and time is the distance equals rate times time. We know more stuff about the Mercedes than the Ferrari. Okay, so about the Mercedes, call it M, we know that the distance it needs to cover is 400 feet, and it's going at a rate of 32 miles per hour. So we can figure out what the time is, right? So we have time equals distance over rate. Before we plug in, notice that the units don't match, because this is miles an hour, this is feet. Okay, so we should probably change this to miles. So we know 1 mile is 5,280 feet. Okay, let me get rid of this actually. So we have 400 divided by 5280. Alright, so this is like 0.07576 miles. Alright, so time equals distance over rate. 0.07576 miles divided by 32 miles per hour. The time is going to be, so divide that by 32, 0.00237 hours. Okay? Now this is a very short amount of time in hours. If I multiply this by 3600, this will tell me in seconds. So this is 8.5 seconds. Okay, so this is not what we were asked for, but it will help us get us to the next step. So now we go to the Ferrari. This is the distance for the Ferrari. The time is going to be the same. It's going to be 8.5 seconds, because otherwise they're not going to collide. And we got to figure out the rate. Okay, so distance equals rate times time. rate is going to be distance over time. Okay, so we have 624 feet divided by 8.5 seconds. Let's change this to miles per hour. 3,600 seconds in 1 hour. And 5,280 feet in 1 mile. So we have 624 times 3,600 divided by 8.5 divided by 5280. This is 50 miles per hour. Okay, so this is what the problem is asking for. Find the speed of the Ferrari. Okay, there we go.